Hello everyone, what's happening? This is Forgo, and today we're going to talk about Red She-Hulk and Abomination, good old Betty Ross, and Emil Blonsky. Now first off, I just want to let you all know that I think what's probably going to happen with both of these characters is they're just going to end up being really good supports on the roster. We have so many characters in the game that they're really not needed. They're good characters, both of them are very strong, have a lot of damn power, but I think that that's really what they're just going to end up being. Emil here, if you take a look at him, he has this tier 2 passive which increased chain hit damage by 20% when attacking, increased damage out of super and supervillains by 45%. That's an amazing passive for gamma radiation allies, which is the Hulks. Wonderful, wonderful passive for them. And then his leadership applies to combat type, 60% increase of all attack. So he's kind of like a Nick Fury for the Hulks, plus he's going to give just a combat type 60% increase of all attacks, which is really great for all the combat characters. Very strong character, but I really think that's what he's just going to end up being. And Red She-Hulk, she actually gives increased fire damage by 65%. So for all your fire damaging characters, she's going to give you an extra 65% increase of fire damage and 25% increase of HP. This is an amazing leadership for fire damaging characters, bumping up their HP and giving them that extra fire damage. But on top of that, she has 30% increase of HP on her 4-star passive and decrease all damage received by 10%. She's an amazing leadership, especially for the Hulk himself, because his damage is based off HP. So she'd be pretty much a must for him to be even better than what he is, because she's just going to buff the living hell out of him, increasing his survivability by adding that HP and increasing his damage by adding that HP. Both of them are very strong characters, very powerful. Both of them can get one-shotted pretty damn easy against Proxima. Proxima does have penetration, to be fair. A lot of characters can get one-shotted, but they are strong, they are good. But I really think, you know, for being a paywall and for being a Danger Room character, I think that they're still just going to end up being just really good supports. I can tell you on my account, that's what both of them are going to be. I might have a little fun with them in the beginning, but they're just going to end up being Shadowland characters, really strong Shadowland characters, and just, you know, supports, probably. But that could change, we'll see. So Betty has almost 28,000 physical attack. She has max attack speed, 32 crit rate, 177 critical damage, max ignore defense, and max skill cooldown. There's that gamma radiation tag right there. So Abomination's passive will apply to her. She does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Odin's blessings. No, 7 Odin's blessings. She does have physical attack Urus, all mythic Urus in all of her slots. I had to put some cooldown Urus to get her cooldown maxed out. Then you take a look at her kit. She increases all attack and all defense by 15%, all speed by 5%, crit rate by 10%. Very nice. Skill damage. 1, 2, 3. 3 skills, awesome. Has a 100% chance for immunity to all damage for 5 seconds. Gives her super armor for 8 seconds and has a 20% recovery of max HP. Has damage accumulation based on how much damage you take. Too bad Hulk didn't get this, but hey, whatever. Good old Netmarble. 4 skill. She has penetration, everything except for invincibility for 4 seconds. Pretty cool skill. And then her 5th skill has a 20% increase of all attack. And this lasts for 10 seconds, so you're pretty much going to keep this up the whole time. Plus it has 4 seconds of invincibility. So she's got immunity, she has invincibility, she has a 20% increase of all attack. I mean, she's a pretty buff girl, man. She's pretty damn strong. And then, of course, we already talked about the passive and we talked about the leadership. So let's preview her skills real quick. So the rotation that I like to do with Betty is I'm running with a damage proc. Now with a rage, this would be different. I wouldn't do the same thing. But with a damage proc, I just hit the 3. Make sure she does the stomp. If she doesn't do the stomp, you're not going to get that 20% heal, and you're not going to get the damage accumulation. If you cancel that thing, there is nothing here. There's the penetration from the 4 skill, but you're not getting nothing else. So you got to make sure you get the stomp, boom, and now you have the damage accumulation, and you'll get that heal. You can see the heal around her. It's pretty cool. So we'll do the 3, stomp, then go into the 4. Hopefully the damage proc will hit on the 4. And she has immunity on the 4, so you don't have to worry about it. And then go back into the 5. Has that invincibility. Good long skill. Slams down, and look at that puddle. That puddle of lava lasts forever, doing continuous damage the whole time. The idea when you're playing with Red She-Hulk is trying to combine the 5th skill and the 4th skill together. So it's 3, stomp, 4, damage proc. Let that thing finish out. Boom. Then hit the 5. Let her slam down. And then you're going to go back into the 3. You want to try to take some damage. So go into an eye from the very beginning. And then go back into the 4 and get the damage proc back on the 4. The girl has an insane amount of power. She's definitely a character you can play. She's definitely a character that's viable. And you can play in World Boss for sure. But I really think she's just going to end up being a good leadership. A good support. She has a fully awakened power of Angry Hulk set, which she really doesn't need. I mean, she's got 3%. You know, maybe it'd be alright for her. She has a CTP of energy with a 200% damage proc, and this is actually a very good obelisk for her because her cooldowns on her 5 or 7.5 seconds, cooldown on her 4 is actually 6.5 seconds, which is really, really good. And she has no uniform. Now we'll take a look at let's take a look at old Blonsky. Blonsky has 30,000 physical attack, so pretty much about the same as Betty. He has max attack speed, 33 crit rate, 163 critical damage. This crit rate is going to get bumped up by 40% from one of his skills. He also has the gamma radiation tag, so he's just self-buffing himself with his passive. He has max ignore defense, and he pretty much has max skill cooldown. Only has 33% dodge, so keep that in mind when you're watching this, because he does have a CTP of rage on him. Low critical damage, but we're going to improve that. But low dodge, which really actually hurts his damage quite a bit. And I do have some Odin's Blessings on him, 2 physical attack Urus in each of these slots, all mythic Urus. And you take a look at, we've already talked about the passive, his 1 skill, Fracture. His 2 skill has an all defense down that lasts for 5 seconds, stacks up to 60%, starts off at 6%. The 3rd skill, once again, damage accumulation based on how much damage you deal. Red She-Hulk, you have to take damage. Abomination, you just hit the button and you go. Plus it gives him super armor for 10 seconds, which is wonderful. Really actually kind of pisses me off that, you know, they took the accumulation away from Hulk, but I'm really hoping that they give it back to him in the actual update, especially after seeing all this stuff. The 4th skill, increase all attack and defense by 40%. All speed by 1, crit rate by 40%, so you only need 35% crit rate to max out this guy's crit rate. This lasts for 7 seconds, plus he gets a 100% chance for immunity to all damage, and this is actually really great for him because immunity can't be debuffed, and he has super armor from one of his skills for 10 seconds, so you'll be able to keep that up the whole time. His 5th skill has an all defense down as well that lasts for 7 seconds, and his passive gives him a 6% recovery of max HP. Now, the first time I saw this, I was actually kind of upset because Hulk only has a 3%. But actually, you'll find that Abomination can die actually pretty easy against a Proxima. So it really, when the heal helps him, of course, but it's not as good as you would think it would be on him. Well, we might even die in today's run. So check out these skills. So the rotation that I'm doing is, and I've tested this quite a bit, is I hit the 3, I slam down, okay? Now you got to make sure you slam down. No, you don't. You can just hit the 3 and cancel it. Never mind. You get the damage accumulation immediately. Yeah, you get it immediately. My bad. Okay. And you'll get the super armor immediately. Okay. But I just like to hit the 3, jump down, slam, and then I go into the 4. This is his immunity skill. And I let it play for a little bit, and then I cancel. I hit the 2. Make sure he does that punch to get the all defense down. We'll let the all defense down finish here. He's got to do the punch. Boom. And then I go into the 5. Why I do that because his all defense down only lasts for 5 seconds on his 2nd skill. And I'm trying to stack up the all defense downs from combining the 2 and the 5th skill together. This is how I've been getting the most damage from the testing that I've done so far. It might not be right. Maybe we could do something different. But that's what I've done so far. So again, it's going to be 3, slam down, hit the 4, boom. And when the proc triggers, when there's about 3 seconds or 4 seconds left, you want to hit the 2, get that 1 punch from the 2nd skill, and then hit the 5. You'll see what I'm doing in the run. Abomination, again, he's just like Red She-Hulk. He's a very good character, very strong. But, again, I think he's just going to be a support. We'll see, though. He has the Power of Angry Hulk set, fully awakened. And we're rocking the CTP of Rage. And this thing only has a 30% ignore boss damage decrease. So just keep that in mind. This isn't an ignore boss damage decrease by 60%. So he could be much stronger than what you're going to see. And he has no uniform. So we're going to jump into World Boss. Here we go. Stage 50. And we'll start with Abomination. We're going to use Warwolf to increase the critical damage by 30%. That's pretty much going to max out Abomination's critical damage. He'll pretty much have max critical rate. It's just his dodge will be low for that CTP of Rage. But he's going to get guaranteed critical rate from Warwolf. We're also going to be using Shuri because she's going to give that 35% decreased damage received plus the 45% increased damage dealt to super villains. We won't use any heals. Let's see how this goes. And we'll just play this for a little bit just to give you all an idea of how strong he is. Because he is strong. There is no doubt. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we won't die because you get caught in those tornadoes pretty easy. So we're going to slam down. We're going to hit the 4. There we go. And look at that damage. Look at that damage. Oh, we got caught. We got caught. We got caught. We're going to die. And we died. Yeah. And that's kind of the thing, man. Like I said, that heal, it's good, but it don't seem like it's good enough. And we even had Shuri on the team to decrease damage received. We'll try it again and see what happens. You know, he's just, I don't know. I really think this is why he's going to be support. He just isn't tanky enough. And he's slow. His movement speed is very slow. I think that's really more of a problem than anything. Okay, there we go. And look at the damage. I mean, he's got power. He's got power. This is actually a really bad run. There we go. And we got down to the 11th bar in 30 seconds, which would have been way faster if I would have been using a CTP of Rage that actually had optimal stats. I mean, Abomination's got a lot of damn power. Very strong character. Okay, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Don't die, don't die. Come on. Okay, run around, run around, run around, run around, run around, run around, run around. We do the mash. We do the monster mash. We do the mash. Where's my proc, man? Oh, she freaking. Okay, come on. Proc's way off, way off, way off, way off, way off. Slow bastard. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. And boom. Ooh. Come on, come on, come on. Get up. Get her. Whoa. And boom. So, you know, 2 minutes. I mean, he's got power for sure. Very strong character, but I don't know, man. His movement speed is just way too slow. It's not a character I personally would want to play with that much, even though I love Abomination. He's pretty much the most iconic villain for Hulk, except for maybe Leader. So, yeah, kind of a bummer. So, Red She-Hulk, we're going to use Abomination's leadership. I guess you could put herself in the leadership, but Abomination just got a better leadership, man. 60% increase of all attack. She's going to get that 60%, 65% increase of fire damage. I think you're better off just using an Abomination for the leadership. And then we're going to double up and give Shuri for the 45% increased damage to supervillains and the 35% decreased damage received from supervillains. Okay, let's do this. Let's see how this goes. I didn't want to put a rage on every single character. I really think Abomination's more optimal with rage. A lot easier to play, but he would be fine with the proc as well because his cooldowns are low enough that you can get away with it. So here we go. We'll hit the 3, hit the 4. Okay, no proc, which sucks. Okay, so we're going to do this number here. We're going to do this number here. And she died. Okay, so let's do it again. The proc got off. I was trying to accommodate the timing there, which that kind of sucked. So yeah, come on, loading bastard. Okay, sorry about that. My internet went out there for a second, so let's try this again. Here we go. They're doing a lot of construction next door. Maybe that's had something to do with it. I'm not really sure what happened there. Alright. Hopefully the proc will trigger when it's supposed to. Make things a lot easier. Alright, here we go. So I hit that 3, 4. There's the proc. Came a little bit late. We're going to wait, we're going to wait, we're going to wait. Yeah, that proc is off, man. And this is kind of the thing that kind of sucks about her is you're just like, eh. But she's got some power. Old girl is strong. You haven't seen it yet. Man, this is a bad run. Proc didn't even trigger. Jesus. There we go. That was a little bit. Eh. There we go. This is actually a really bad run. Come on. Trigger, proc, trigger. Okay, we need to run down here. Okay. There we go. That wasn't too bad. If that thing triggers when it's supposed to, the damage is pretty awesome. Especially, oh, she just canceled our fist skill. That wasn't good at all. Yeah, it just, and see, look at that damage. That's some pretty sweet damage right there. Run away, run away, run away. Come on, come on, come on. I've had much better runs. She was pretty much doing this about as fast as Abomination earlier. But this is a pretty bad run. Oh, the proc actually triggered on the 4 skill. And she canceled our 5th skill. And this is what I'm talking about. You know, you're just like, she's a strong character, but I don't know. It's just not a character I'd play with all the time. There we go. Step in that puddle, girl. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And we died. I'm actually a little disappointed in that. I really wanted to show all of you a bit better run from her because she's actually a lot stronger than that. We'll try it one more time. But I didn't want to pre-record it because I feel like that's kind of false. Okay, there we go. There we go. Look at that damage. There you go, there we go. See that damage? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like she's got power. This is a lot better actually. Woo. Woo. I also like that on her 3rd skill she does this little like come get some thing. There we go. Took a lot of damage right there. We had to get out of there. Had to get out of there. This is a much better run and a better representation of how strong she is. Like I said, she's got power. She's a good character for sure. Let's get a heal. But yeah, proc didn't trigger there. She's got, see, this is a much faster run. Much faster. I might work on the rotation. Maybe there's something else you could do that would be better. Maybe you could hit the 3, go into the 5, because as soon as she lands, and then go into the 4. Maybe that. Let's try that real quick just for giggles. Let's just try that real quick for giggles. But the thing about this is I always worry about that 5 triggering the proc. Okay. Yeah, see, it just triggers the damn proc. See, that's why I don't like doing it that way. Okay. That's why I like starting off with a 3 to get the damage accumulation, then go into the 4, and then try to incorporate the 5 in there afterwards, because the damage just lingers forever. That effect just lingers forever. So all in all, I mean, they're both great characters, but they're both also really great supports. And that's really where I think they're going to be. So you have the Danger Room guy here. You got the paywall here. I mean, is it worth it to get them? That's completely up to you. I know I will, you know, because I want to make Hulk as strong as possible. So I want to have that HP going on right here. And yeah, and plus I'm just a Hulk fan through and through. So I would have all the Hulk characters, and I want to do some content about them. And that's really the only reason I'd probably get them. So let me know what y'all think about Red She-Hulk and Abomination. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.